So I did an April Fool's joke. So I watched one of the most racist movies I've ever seen in my life, even from the 1980s, which is a movie called Soul Man. It is so racist. It is like when people say about political correctness in today's modern age. You gotta look at this movie I just sat through, and it was painful. Like, so basically this rich kid is like, I'm gonna go to a Harvard Law School to get my grade and all of that stuff. So he's like, how am I gonna get in there? And his friends are like, try something, try different ways. Things don't work. And also he's also a sex freak. Not a nice one, but just like, he only just wants to bang chicks to get laid. Not in an interesting way, like, come on. So, the way he does it then is like, look, he literally is black. Like, he literally does blackface in the 1980s. I'm like, oh my god. It is so offensive. There's literally two bullies in this who are just there just to say black jokes. That's the whole thing. And the supporting cast is just insane. You got Lord Vader himself, I'm not making this up, James Earl Jones as the teacher when he goes to law school. I'm just like, oh my god, this is like, what? Am I living in a dream? And then you got Leslie Nielsen in this, who's just Dreyfus. I'm like, how is the supporting cast is not helping this movie? Because the movie is so racist. He is such the filmmaking isn't special. It's just reminds me of just one of those like an 80s sex comedy, but without the charm or the funness of it. And it's not funny at all. I just really did not like this movie, like, 1 second. It was like, there's a scene where he meets this black woman, not to be racist, but, and then he kind of falls feelings for her. And then he goes to have some dinner with her family. And then they all start imagining other things, like him as pimp, Prince, and some horny. What the hell is this movie? It is so racist. If you think Tropic Thunder was racist, this is more racist. I mean, that movie was literally a joke. It was having fun with it. That was a joke. This movie is literally a racist film. Imagine if this came out in today's age, 2025. Whew. The headlines and everything would have been said, which is like, I love the fact that people now, like, today thinks that, oh, you can't remake this classic film from 20, 40 something years ago, where they don't look back to movies of the past and saying, wait a minute, were we racist back then? I'm like, yes, you were. Well, most of them were racist, and this movie is one of them. I'm just like, what? This is like so insane. It's like if they remake this film, but if it was in reverse, a black guy becomes a white guy. It's like, what? It's not even funny too. And there's like a bit where he gets contact with some old friends he met at the party, and he puts on like glasses and he's moving his head like Stevie Wonder, and then he pretend he's deaf, and it's not even funny. I'm like, what the hell? It is so unfunny. I laughed. I didn't even laugh a single bit. I felt like I was embarrassed watching this. It felt like I could watch something else. But I just saw it on Tubi, so I thought, you know what, it's April Fool's Day. I just want to have a joke. And this movie is not a good joke. It's a terrible joke. Oh, do not watch this movie. Please don't. Just don't waste your time like I did. Oh, why? At least I hope I won't see this film ever again. Because if I ever show it to anyone, I'm like, no, do not show this movie to anyone. Imagine showing this to the entire black community, and they would be probably these people back then were offensive when this came out. I'm telling you, they probably were offensive. That's my quick thoughts on Soul Man, if you will. More like racist man, if you ask me.